Hey guys, today we are going to take a look at some sets that you may didn't know about. Well, if you are a true collector, you probably already know them. Or I hope you may find something new here, who knows. To start, we have a very interesting and old set. Well, it's not one, we actually have four. In the year 2000, we had packs of minifigures that came with three different minifigures related to each other. For example, we had a pack of 3 battle droids, a pack of 3 Lord Siths, with Darth Maul, Darth Sidious, and Darth Vader all together, a pack of Luke, Han, and Boba, and a pack of 2 Scout Troopers and Chewbacca. In my opinion, it was very interesting to have this kind of sets, cause it was easier to collect minifigures in a cheaper way. Would you like to see sets like those in some future? For example, a pack with Ahsoka, Anakin, and Obi-Wan, write it in the comments below. Then we have set 8000 Pit Droid. I included this set on the list because it's a very old set from the 2000 and it's not a very known droid. Despite that, it was one of the first LEGO buildable droid sets and it used a lot of Technic pieces. It just has 223 pieces and any minifigure. We also had more sets like this one from 2000 to 2002, for example, a buildable R2-D2, a buildable C-3PO, a Darth Vader, Jango Fett, Super Battle Droid, and much more. Following the list, we have Darth Maul bust. It came in year 2001 and it was one of the first LEGO busts. It amazingly included 1,868 pieces, a must if the pieces included were brick pieces. Despite that, it had a very good design and amazing shape that really captured Maul's face and details like mouth and eyes. Next year we had another set similar to Maul's, but this time was Yoda, the character portrayed in Brick's design. This time we had a complete body Yoda and not just the bust, like in Maul's case. The bad thing about this was that Yoda's body was not very detailed and the shape was very weird. Also, its face were lacking of details and eyes and mouth were looking a bit creepy. This has 1075 pieces. Then we have a set from 2005, 5771, Episode 3 Collector Series. This is a singular set, because it englobed 2 ships taken from different sets, Droid Tri-Fighter, an ARC-170 fighter, 2 mini-scale ships that were also sold separately, 1 poster, 5 minifigures, and a CD that contained a LEGO Star Wars short movie called The Revenge of the Brick, which you can find here on YouTube as well. The set had 44 pieces and had a handler in the upper part of the box. In the following spot, we can find the TIE crawler from 2007. It included 2 minifigures that were both TIE fighter pilots and 548 pieces. This set belonged to the Legends series. It had shooting missiles and the particularity of having terrain wheels instead of wings. It's a transport that personally I had never seen before in any Star Wars content, but investigating I noticed that it was released in comic book series Choose Your Destiny, a Leia and Luke adventure. Next, we have another set from the same year, but this time is a blue Jedi Interceptor with Hyper Booster Ring. This is the only blue Interceptor that we have ever had in LEGO, and I really wish they do another of these again in the future. The set also had amazing minifigures such as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Kit Fisto, and it included 572 pieces. We just have had another set in 2022 that had the Hyper Booster Ring, but it was based on Obi-Wan's red starship from Episode 2. But replay would be amazing to have this blue ship again instead. Then we have set 7672 Rogue Shadow. This set was based on the Star Wars video game, The Force Unleashed, and it is the only set that has been based on this video game. Of course, it had minifigures that were just able to FID in this particular set, just like Starkiller, June Eclipse, and damaged Darth Vader. It contained 482 pieces and had a very good design for being a 2008 set. Despite that, the minifigures lack of detail and some of them are very weird, like Eclipse, who has printed hair on her face. LEGO hasn't made a lot of sets based on Star Wars video games, but tell me in the comments below, would you like to have more sets inspired on these video games? Did you play The Force Unleashed? Did you know about this set? I'll be reading you. Then we have the Magna Guard Starfighter. This set was based on the Clone Wars, had just 2 Magna Guards minifigures, but those were very incredible minifigures that we have never had before. In case you were looking for Magna Guards, this is the set to go with, but you have to be aware that its price is very high on Bricklink. This ship has just 1 cockpit, but I think it has a very good design. Following the list we have set 7,753 Pirate Tank. This set included 2 Pirates minifigures and Obi-Wan Kenobi. It didn't last so long on shelves in year 2009, but it had the only Hondo Onaka minifigure that we have ever had, and for so many years it was the only set where LEGO Star Wars Pirates could be found. Then we have another Clone Wars set, 8,085 Fresco Speeder. This was a set from 2010, included 177 pieces and 2 minifigures. These figures are exclusive to this set and are Anakin Skywalker with winter suit and the alien the Sen. This set is based on a Clone Wars episode where Anakin has to save some aliens in one of Pandora's moon from the Pantorans colonization, and the alien included in this set is the chief of these aliens who need Anakin's help. In the next spot, we have 2 sets that were introduced in 2010. This new line of sets were called Cube Dudes, but they were not very commercial. They were just introduced as exclusive sets for the San Diego Comic-Con and the Fan Celebration 5 events. They had 5 Star Wars characters built with 1x1 stud bricks of different colors. The first one had 416 pieces and characters like C-3PO, R2-D2, Yoda, Capitan Rex, and Obi-Wan. The second one had 469 pieces and included 5 bounty hunter characters: Bosk, Boba Fett, Dengar, IG-88, and 4 LOM. Then we have another bounty hunter set. It's the HH-87 Strahooper. This set was also based on the Clone Wars. Included minifigures like Cad Bane, an Ictogard, and Obi-Wan disguised as a bounty hunter. It has 362 pieces, and it also includes a speeder bike. The shape of the ship is very interesting, and it's tan and green colors too. This was based on a Clone Wars episode where Obi-Wan pretends to be dead and takes the new personality of a bounty hunter on a Jedi Council's secret mission for capturing Bane. Next we have another promotional set. This is Yoda Holocron Chamber. It included 3 minifigures: a Clone Wars Yoda, a floating droid, and a female Padawan, and included 408 pieces. This set was based on the Yoda Chronicles LEGO series. It was only given to journalists in a New York event to promote this upcoming series on May 2013. It is a very weird set, and for this it's a very valuable as well. It has a price around $6,000. It also included a cool box with a lot of blue lights printed on it. Then we have another collection of sets. They are very particular because they are not your typical LEGO sets. These were sets of pens that had a minifigure forming part of the pen structure. They also had pieces forming part of its design and similar colors to the minifigures that they represented. They came in 2011. There were 2 series of packs, but they were also fine to be sold separately. The first series had characters like Luke Skywalker Pilot, a Stormtrooper, Boba Fett, and C-3PO. The second series featured Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Yoda, and R2-D2. In 2014, we had other very similar promotional sets. They were given in the Fan Expo Canada. These sets were small ghosts, ships where minifigures could fit. They were very similar, but the variant between these sets were that they had different minifigures. One had a chopper figure and the other one a cannon Jarus, but he had a black hair, making him a very valuable variant and a very expensive figure nowadays. Then we have other line of sets that belong to the Yoda Chronicles series. Those are just two sets that came out in 2013 and 2014 respectively. These sets were not very popular at the time but had amazing minifigures. For example, the first one is the Jack 14's Stealth Starfighter. It had minifigures such as Jack 14, who was a clone that was able to use the Force, a white astromech, a separatist bounty hunter, and a blue clone trooper with a shield. The design of this black and red ship was also new and interesting in that time. We also had another ship, but this time it was a Jedi ship called Jedi Scout Starfighter. In this set, we got Jack 14 again, but accompanied with an Ithorian Jedi Master. It was the first time we had a minifigure of this species in LEGO. We also got a dark blue astromech droid and a grey protocol droid. In the following spot, we have another line of sets, but this time they belong to the LEGO Star Wars shorts called The Freemaker Adventures. These sets were launched on 2016, and the last set that belonged to this franchise was released the next year in 2017. This time we have more sets, in total 5 of them. In 2016 we just got 2 sets that belonged, of course, one to the protagonist and hero of the series and the other that belonged to the villain. The hero's ship was named Star Scavenger and featured minifigures like siblings Rowan, Corda, Sander, and a battle droid called Roger. On the other hand, we had the villain's ship that was named Eclipse Fighter, but this one just featured 2 minifigures, the dark side user Nare and the bounty hunter Dengar. It's good to mention that it was a nice way to upgrade Dengar's minifigure. The next year we had 3 sets. One of these was a bounty hunter battle pack, and despite that you couldn't buy a bunch of them because you wouldn't having troop of Dengars. It was a very nice way to have an upgrade for these bounty hunters and to have them in a not expensive way. The minifigures that this set featured were Dengar again, Bosk, IG-88 and Forlom. In one of the other 2 sets, we got a rebel ship named the Arrowhead. This time it featured 5 minifigures, a clone trooper, the sibling Xander, Geordi, the battle droid Roger, and Quarry the Quarrem. The last set of this line was an Imperial ship, very interesting on its design, that featured Rowan with a blue lightsaber, a mock hunter droid with 2 red lightsabers, a buildable probe droid, and the Chancellor Palpatine himself with 2 lightings. Tell me, have you collected one of these sets? Did you know this LEGO Star Wars series existed? Write it in the comments below. Moving on to 2018, we got another promotional. This time it was the Millennium Falcon cockpit from Solo movie. It featured just 2 minifigures, this being young Han Solo and Chewbacca, and 203 pieces. It's good to mention that this was another San Diego's Comic-Con exclusive just given in the presential event. In 2022, we've got another promotional but with a minifigure of a character that we had never had before in LEGO form. It was the Aunt Beru. This set is the Lars family homestead kitchen and feature a lot of kitchen utensils, transparent light blue cabinet doors, and was made out of 195 pieces. This set was a May 4th promo, and you could get it if you would have bought a LEGO Star Wars set of a certain price around May of 2022. The best year 2023, we've got a very weird set, because this time it was an employee gift at LEGO factories and offices. It was a fountain that had a minifigure of Yoda on the top of it. This is not an exclusive minifigure, and I doubt that the fountain has any exclusive piece, but it looks fantasying on its design. It was made out of 152 pieces and was called Lucas Yoda Fountain. In the final spot, we have another promotional. This time it's a set that has 3 buildable characters: Darth Vader, Leia, and Yoda. This was given in Disneyland to celebrate the May the 4th event. It had 69 pieces, and Yoda and Vader had their respective lightsabers that can be used with minifigures as well. That's all for today's video, guys. Please write in the comments below what set of these you didn't know that existed. What was your favorite set out of those? Do you have any of these sets? Please subscribe for more content like this. Give it a like and see you on the next one.